Where we're going to be doing our wall tutorial. This is going to be the nursery right here. So when we had babies, this is where they go. Let us now begin showing you guys the wall tutorial. So for the wall tutorial, you're going to need a stake. We'll keep the book out so you can see. You're going to need a stone, and depending on the wall you're making, you're going to need Adobe or I think it's just called a big rock, yeah. So we'll start with the big rock first. So I have it set up kind of like boop, boop, boop. Reason why I have the rock done more than the Adobe one is because my game lags for some reason with the rocks. So I'll show you guys. I can at least do it once or twice. So we're going to need a shovel, and now we're going to go look for a big rock. So you can find a big rock in the grass biome. You can find a big rock in the wasteland biome. I don't think there's one here, but the wasteland biome, which is this one. You can find a big rock. I dropped my shovel. You can find a big rock in Christmas land, which is this. And you can find a big rock in the desert. So you got 1, 2, 3. You have 4 different biomes to get these rocks. Oh, see, there's one in Christmas land, one in the green. I don't think I have it. See, there's the wasteland, and then the desert. So plenty of options to get your rocks. We're going to go over here to my Christmas land. You will not find rocks in the savanna or the rabbit biome. Let's just call it the rabbit biome. And you will not find them in the swamp or the jungle. So look for wasteland, winter, grass, desert. So we're gonna go and get the closest rock for me, which is right here in the wasteland. So whack it with, keep your book. Whack it with your shovel like this. And then just tap it to pick it up. Your character is going to walk very, very slow. Now, like before, if there's a way to carry these much quicker, let me know, because I tried putting them on the horse wagon and it did not work. I've tried putting it in a regular cart. It also did not work. And I've also tried like turning it into the specific rock I needed to make a wall. It did not work that way either. So if anyone who plays the game later knows how, feel free to let me know in the comment section, because this long walk, can you imagine if I didn't have a lot of close rocks close by, how long this would have taken? But here we go. So we brought the rock to the area we need. Now you're gonna notice my character is gonna lag. She's not gonna want to put it down right away. Come on, lady. Let the lag catch you. There we go. The next thing you need to do is grab a chisel. This is your chisel right here. And you're also going to need to grab a mallet. And this is your mallet right here. Now, to make a chisel, I will send a link to the forging tutorial, and as I usually do, I'll put in the comment section what time to see me make the chisel. But yeah, chisel will be in the forge, and I can quickly show you guys how to make the mallet. The mallet, you need to get I don't know how to pronounce it, so I do apologize, the adze, and then just whack a butt log and it will make a mallet for you. So that's very easy. Let's put this here now. Okay. Now, to make the stone wall, you gotta first grab your chisel, put it inside the stone like this, and then grab your mallet and whack it like that. So now it's going to turn into split rocks. A lot of people make the mistake where when they get to this point, they grab the split rocks and take them apart and then hit it with a chisel. If you do that, you're going to get a square cube. I'm going to call it a square cube, which you can use to make a bell and a new Coleman. Don't ask me, that's the best way I'm going to pronounce that. But that's not what we're doing. You got to grab your your chisel, put it back in the stones. Do not separate them. Then grab your mallet and whack it like this. So now it kind of turns into what I call the brain rock, because it looks like a brain. It just says cut stone. So now you're gonna go over here, grab your stake, put it onto the floor where you want it, and grab your rock. Now we want one that's going, I think they call it east. We're just gonna call it the sideways. So hit your stake once and it will turn up like this, in this little way. East to west wall stake, yeah. And then grab your rock, and then you're gonna walk all the way here and highlight the area you wanna go. And she should place it down, and there you go. That's how you make a stone wall. Now over here, this is ancient stone wall. That's why it looks different. This is used stone wall. Say you just made the wall and you accidentally messed up. Like, say instead of putting it sideways, it's going up, and you're like, oh no, that's terrible. You cannot hit ancient wall, see? It doesn't work. But you can hit the new wall. Now, problem is when you hit it with the pickaxe, it's going to kill the axe right away. So it's good and bad, because if you don't have a lot of iron, you know, you're gonna have to try to go find more. But again, if you mess up, boom, you can fix it, see? But if it's ancient, you gotta wait till it tumbles, and then you can fix it. But there we go. So now the pickaxe is dead, so we'll put it in there. And then from there, you could just pick it up and then put it the way you want it. And then put it back. Okay, once again, let's pick up this rock. We're gonna put it on there. So again, grab your chisel, hit it with the mallet, put the chisel back in, do not lift the rocks up. Hit it with your mallet, turns into a brain. Go over here, you're gonna make the east and west stake, and then place it in here. And then for this one, we are going to make a different kind of stake. So you're gonna hit it 3 times, so 1, 2, 3, and it's gonna become like this diamond shape, which they call the corner wall. And this is the best way to make your homes, because you have to have these and place it on, and now it makes your wall right here. So that is how you do the stone walls right there. I'm going to show you guys how to make your walls go up and down using the Adobe. But I just wanted to get the stone first, because that one gives me the most problems. So there's a few ways you can make Adobe. Number 1, you find reeds, whack them with your sharp stone, grab the reed. It doesn't matter where you place it. If you have a basket with you, bring clay. Then go down here to your swamp and grab some clay, like this. And then you're going to combine this clay with the reed that you just picked up. So like this. And this will make an Adobe. So we're going to bring this Adobe up here. Now, we're going to grab a shovel. Jeez. What's with me changing my V's to B's? A shovel. And in that same spot you hit the reed, the tool stump, you're going to whack it with your shovel like this, and it will automatically become an Adobe. Oh, hi, son. You look so old. Yay! You found Santa. We'll have to open it soon, my son. Now that we have 2 Adobe, because we need 2 to make 1 wall. And I know I just picked everything up, but we'll go to my son after we make one of these walls. Let's see. Grab your stake. We'll make the corner wall. Find where you put your round rock. Oh, rock. Oh, rock. Here it is. So like before, whack this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It's going to make a side corner stake. Grab your Adobe and slide it onto that, and it's going to make a partial Adobe wall. Now to complete your wall, you got to put another Adobe. Now see how your wall looks like this? It says used Adobe wall. This is where people mess up. So if you don't plaster your wall, it will eventually corrode and crumble and become used Adobe rubble like this. So say if I was to leave it like this over time, boom, it's gonna fall apart. See how this one looks a lot whiter than this one? This is plastered wall. If you plaster your Adobe, it will stay together forever. Now say you eventually want to tear down your Adobe, grab your chisel like this and whack it. It will take the plaster off like this, and then just let it corrode over time and it will become rubble like so. Once it is rubble, grab water. I have goodness, my voice. I have water in this bucket here. And we're going to grab a empty bowl. So once it becomes rubble, just grab some water, put it on there, and as you can tell, the Adobe will come right back like this. We're going to repeat it for all this rubble. And then we're going to go see the Christmas gifts that my son ended up getting. Yeah, that was a fun Christmas. Love you, son. You did well. So proud of you. More. All right, if you're young enough, go get more. Go on, son. I'm too old. I can't go on my adventure. But maybe I have enough time to show the next way to make Adobe. So, I didn't realize I didn't have any wheat in my farm. I must have killed it all. So the next way to make Adobe, so you don't have any reeds close by, make a whole giant farm of wheat. Just be ready to get crocks to put the, I don't remember what they're called, into the crock. I'll show you after. So here's some wheat. You can also find it in the savanna or rabbit biome. Whack it with a sharp stone. Turn it into a sheaf. And then we're going to bring it over here to the other mess I have. Turns into threshed wheat. So to thresh it, just grab a stick, straight stick or curved stick, whack it, and it will turn into straw. Now, just like you do with the reed, you're going to go over here, grab some clay, oops, and then you're going to place it onto the wheat hay like this, and boom, you got yourself an Adobe. So for me, this is definitely the quickest method to get Adobe, because again, if you don't have a lot of reeds or if you're not close to a jungle, it can take some time. This is my husband now. He's in denial. So, yeah, that's right. We gotta get more Adobe. Might as well use the horse since Baby Ranger's done using it at the moment. Let's grab my sharp stone or rock, whatever it wants to call itself. Oops. And we're going, ooh. Baby Ranger, why is there a bear? Why is there a bear in the kitchen? What did you do? What did you do? I wasn't ready to show bears. Oh, I didn't want to do a bear tutorial today. Usually when griefers release bears, a lot of people end up dying on this version because they're not aware that unlike the the PC version, if you have things down, like items on the floor like this, the bear cannot eat you. Like, he can walk near you, he can try to eat you, but he can't. So if there's a griefer trying to kill you with boars and bears and wolves for some reason, just stay on an item until you can kind of get away. Bring your baby if you're a female having babies, and make arrows if you have to. There's a few ways. You can also lure it away too if you're not so scared. Just walk. I don't really know where the bear went. Baby Ranger! You're supposed to be a hero, not bring a bear. No, I don't even know if I want to... Where are you, Baby Ranger? Oh my god. Why you gotta be bad? Why you gotta be bad? We're gonna call you Bad Baby Ranger. I don't know if it's all gonna fit. He's not that friendly. Stay in here in your baby thing. Stay in here. Do not move. Hold on. Maybe this one's baby. Well, baby, I don't know what. Look at what you did. I was trying to tame the bear, and then you had to walk out and let it have the taste of human blood. No, you're bad. You're a bad child. See what you did? Now I'm dead at 20. Bad Baby Ranger being a baby griefer. Alright, put this down. Alright, so as long as you're stepping on the item, the bear cannot attack you, but you can attack it. So, come back. Boink. Oops. Come back, bear. A lot easier on this one versus 1 hour, 1 life, where because I came from this one first and then played the PC one because I didn't have a PC at the time. And so when a bear was attacking the village, I thought I could be a hero. Eternal did the same thing. So we stood on items like this, and we had the bow and arrow already. And then the bear ate us. The end. There we go. Bear is dead. No. I don't want you anymore. You're a bad baby. You know what? I bet you hit the bear cave because you wanted bear clothes. You wanted bear clothes. That's what it was. I'm going to call you Evil Baby Ranger. No, I'm just going to call you Baby Ranger. Hopefully giving you your real name, you'll go back to being the legendary hero and not an evil baby. You know what? I should have just kept the chronicles going so we could have figured out what exactly you did. I should have kept monitoring you, you little stinky baby. Okay. I bet I know what cave you whacked. And that one was close by for a reason. I was keeping it. But you were a bad child. So now we're going to take my sharp stone as I was doing at the beginning. See, I thought my husband from the last life was screaming because I said he was my husband. But he was screaming because there was a bear in the village. Rawr. Very cute, Baby Ranger. Go put it somewhere that needs it. These are going to be walls, though, so... No, not there. That's going to be a wall. Go find an empty spot in the kitchen. Oh, no. Turn it into clothes. Go make some bear clothes. Go on. Go make some bear clothes. There you go. But now that we have all the adobe we need, we're going to start making the walls. So to make the downward wall, I haven't showed downward. Put your stake on the ground. Grab your flat rock and hit it twice. Bring out the book. And once you do, it's going to say use north-south wall stakes. So that's how you make downward and upward wall. Now just put your 2 adobe. 1, 2. Just like that. And there you go. And then to make your east and west wall, you do what you did earlier. Put your stake down. Hit it once to make the east and west stake. And then hit it twice. And there you go. And now we're just going to keep repeating that. So the next step we're going to do so it doesn't become adobe rubble, we're going to start doing the plaster, which you can see is on all these ones, but this one, because obviously. So we got to get a fire going. Okay, so now we got the fire going. Pick this up. Baby Ranger, when you can you fill this bucket with water? Please and a thank you. Where'd this little iron come from? It wasn't here before. We'll put it in here. Okay. So now, in order to make plaster, first you got to heat up your forge, similar to how you would when you are about to cook iron. So you're going to turn it on, and then you're going to put a used Adobe on it to block it, so like the seal. Then you're going to wait for that to come off. And then while that's doing that, you're going to take limestone. So to find limestone, you're going to only find it in the wasteland. So right here, as you can see, there's already one here. This is the wasteland, aka bear land, wolf land. So you can only find limestone in the wasteland. So we're going to start putting the limestone into empty bowls like this. We're not going to cover them with plates. Just put them like so. Okay, and I believe if I counted it correctly, I'm going to need 21 limestone, and I think I set up 10 bowls, so it's gonna take like 3 times. Now take the seal off, and as I said before, set it up just like you're about to cook iron. Go over to your fire. Now turn it on. We might as well cook this while we're at it. There we go. And now start grabbing your lime and putting it to the fire like this. We're gonna cook all 10 if we don't run out of time. If we run out of time, it's fine, because we're gonna be doing it a few more times anyways. Ah, that bothers me. I have 1. Oof. Anyways. So once again, let's go get some kindling. Put it in, start it, and seal it. So now this is where the bucket of water comes in handy. So grab your bucket, grab a bowl and drag it to the bucket to get water. Put the bowl on the ground and grab the quicklime. Now drag the quicklime to the bowl. Boom. And now you got plaster. So now you're going to go over to your Adobe wall, the one that looks like a different color, and then you're just going to put it on, just like so. And that is how you make a plastered wall. And we're going to repeat this process to finish up the nursery's wall. All right. So water and then plaster. And we might as well add that new lime, well, not the new, the one that we missed to the next batch. And that right there is how you make the ancient stone walls and the Adobe wall. Now in the future, like I said, you can see the book's already showing you that you can dye your walls different colors. In the future, I will be dyeing them. I will use each of the areas probably as a different color. So blue, red, yellow, keep one white, just to show you. I haven't decided which one will be what color. But yeah, that will be for a future one. I mean, I'm not going to show dyeing until I show you guys clothing number 2. Simply because you can dye clothing. So it only makes sense to do that tutorial first and then move on to the next tutorial after that. To make the pine wall, you're going to need a lot of milkweed. So I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping I planted enough. You're going to need, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pieces of thread in order to make one wall. So you're definitely going to want to make sure if you're making a whole entire, like a house with pine walls, you're going to want to have an army of milkweed. Just tell someone to plant a whole bunch and call it a day. Okay. You're also going to need They get straight branches, which you can get from maple trees right here. I believe they're maple, yep. So collect those. You're going to need, for one wall, you're going to need 4 straight branches. So that's why I have them here. And I have it kind of set up with like step by step what you might be doing to make it. So the first thing you're going to do is turn your straight branches into staffs. So get your sharp stone and just whack it like this. You're going to want to do that twice because you're going to need 4. So whack both. All right, now separate them. So kind of like what you do when you're making a hoe, go grab some thread and turn it into a rope like this. And then grab that rope and attach it to the shaft like so. And then you're going to do it again. So grab 2 more pieces and then attach it to a different one like this. And then once you have another long shaft with a string, drag it to the other shaft with the string, and it's going to turn into a wooden frame. And you're going to repeat that 2 more times until it makes a square. So 2 more pieces of milkweed. Then drag it to the other one. And then 2 more pieces of milkweed. And then drag it to the last one. And there you go. You got yourself a nice wooden frame. So place that frame right here. And you're going to need another piece of rope. Oops. Pick the milkweed. So once again, you're going to destroy 2 more pieces of milkweed. So like I said, you need 10 pieces of thread in all, which is 5 pieces of rope. So you're going to want to make sure you got a lot. Take that rope and drag it on to your frame so it looks like a square net thing with strings. Just kind of like this. After that, your last step is to go find some pine. I'm going to go eat some food before I go get some. So I'm going to bring my horse because it'll make it quicker to go get some pine. Whee. You can find pine in like a few biomes, honest. I believe it is in the winter biome. I believe it's in the grass biome and the wasteland. So I think you have 3 different biomes to get some pine. All right, we're just going to put it down. Unfortunately, on this version, you cannot pile the pine together like you can on the PC one. So I believe you could put it in a basket, though. I haven't tried. Let me try that real quick. Because I don't want to say it and then it's not a thing you can do. So let me see real quick. All right, so you also can't put pine in a basket on this version either. So you definitely want to make sure you have a cart with you or a horse if you need to grab quite a few of these. All right, let's just eat my berries. There we go. So now take the pine needles and drag it onto the frame like this. And now you have yourself a panel. So to make the wall, it's similar like every other way to make walls. You're going to need your stake. So where did I put my stake? Thought there was one up here. Ah, here it is. So just grab your stake, place it down. If you want to make a east and west wall, once again, just hit the stake once like this. And if you want to make a corner wall, you're going to hit it 1, 2, 3 times into the diamond shape. And if you want to make the north and south wall, I believe it's just hitting it twice. So when it looks like this, hit it 1 more time to make a north and south. We're making a east and west one, so we're going to need this one. So then grab your wall and then just drag it on there, and there you go. That is how you make the pine wall. To show you when I was showing you the other wall, because now I can show you guys what it looks like when the I think it's called the stone, right? Yeah, when the stone wall starts corroding. It's besides Adobe, if it's not plastered, the stone wall will start corroding on you over time. So there's two things you'll have to do. If it's super corroded, you're going to have to mine with the pickaxe, destroy it, and then put it back with a stake. Or you're going to need your smithing hammer. Let's see if I have one. Yep, smithing hammer to just like hammer it back together. So I will show you guys that real quick. Let's see where my smithing hammer is. So if the wall's not completely like corroded away, you can take your smithing hammer and just whack it. I think as long as it's not all the way down like crumbled, you will have to like whack it 3 times. I believe it's 3. And it will fix it. If it goes down to the 4th, like, crumbled, you'd have to get a pickaxe, I believe. Okay, and then the rest of these, we're going to have to hit with a pickaxe to fix. Like this. Is this one crumbled? Yes. Alright. And now you're just going to go grab your stake and just put them back where they were. And that is how you fix your stone walls. Now, fixing them like this, if they were just corroding, as you saw with the smithing hammer, it will turn back into ancient stone wall. It's completely destroyed and turns back into what I call the brain stone. It will become new stone wall again. So, turn this into the diamond shape. Put it back. There we go. Diamond shape. Put it back. Put it back. She's like, well, you're standing in the way. Oh, sorry. Sorry, lady. Jeez. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Because my person lags a lot with stones, I didn't make a complete building with it. It would have been really cool to see. But I just have like this tiny little pathway, which eventually I think will lead into a really nice looking farm. I haven't really fixed up my farm in this tutorial yet, because I still have to do the farming too, where I show you guys potatoes and rice and all that. So, but we'll get there eventually. So I just got this little pathway. But yeah, so that's how you fix up your wall. As you can see, all the ones I just placed down became, as I said, used stone wall, new. I will just call it new, and this is your older stone wall right here. But yeah,